Hello everybody, my name is Hellkaiser and welcome to a game that needs no introduction, League of Legends. This is not a live game. In fact, as you might be able to see here, this is a record. Can I pause the music or turn it down? Okay, turn it down. I don't know why it's playing like it's a live camera. Anyway, let me just go ahead and start by explaining why this is not a live game. I've tried recording this game several times in the past. It's supposed to only be champion name. There, let's fix that. Still shows them there, but okay. Hopefully that's not a problem. I prefer champion names anyway. Wanted to record live games. Every time I have recorded a live game in the past, it's either become a shit show and not worked out, or I was at one point when I first was through with my qualifications or whatever the first few games plays, I was put in Silver 4. And I stayed there for a long time and just couldn't move up. And then anti-bots, Tark bots, and I'm not even joking when I say this, it was about 15 games, not in a row, but within a span of 4 days, that took my win rate down massively until my demotion shield expired. And then AFKs and people who were trolling, they get mad because the jungle didn't come at the 7.5 minute mark and gank bot lane, so they just threw the game or some whatever excuse they could come up with, and now I'm in bronze 2. This is a normal game. This is not ranked at all. I was trying Azir for the very first time, and I'm not joking. This was my first game on Azir. I wanted to play him in ranked before, and I've been wanting to play him in normals, but every time in the chat somebody will type, don't play Azir. But I got the World 2022 skin, and my favorite color is purple, and I got the purple chroma, so I thought, why not play the champion? So this is the game, and I'm going to try to narrate over it. I don't know if I can tell you what items and stuff I pick up. Maybe it will show as the game goes along. My runes were Conqueror, Presence of Mind, Legend, Allocracy. Can I just direct it on me?
30 seconds until minions spawn.
There we go. Just direct the camera on me. Fog of War, just leave it all. How can I see my items and stuff like that? Okay, there we are. I never done a spectator view, so no, just on me. Directed camera on Azir. Manual camera. Okay, don't bump nothing, or else they'll take it off of me. Okay, so anyway, trying to do this again. Flash, teleport. Started with my 2. Conquer, Presence of Mind, Alacrity, Coup de Grace, Mana Flow, Ban, Transcendence, and then Attack Speed, Ability, Power, Magic Resist. There's my starting runes. I've tried Mana... later I tried Comet and it didn't work. But this is my very first game, mind you, so I'm just... If I'm not good, I'll try to point out my mistakes. I'm going up against Kale. So we both are late game scalers. Things are starting out okay. Jungle is doing red, everything's okay. Top is doing its thing. Morg is trading with another Morg down there. So trades are going okay. Still trying to figure out this champion. I miss a lot of creeps because I didn't realize that they could kind of overlap and still hit other people at this point. So I should have been aiming for the other red minion here, but I made the mistake, and I own... This is not the best footage, or the blue minion, I mean, I'm sorry. So I'm still trying to figure out the champion at the time. So there I get a little bit poking. She's very low on health, but now she thinks she can trade with me. She starts to run when she realizes she's got Warwick passive on her. I don't think she realizes where he is, though. I don't think she warded at all, but I have my wards up. I guess I'd see in this spectator view. I don't really spectate my videos very much. I'm not one of those people that cares that much about this game that I'm going to go back and look over every single mistake I do. I try to acknowledge them while I'm playing. and let that be good enough for most people. So now I'm getting a little low. She's still trying to trade with me. And she ignited me, if I'm not mistaken there. She might not have, but yeah, it doesn't say, so she didn't ignite me. So, straightforward game. Bot is low on both sides. Theramore gets a good root in. Warwick is checking for Scuttle Crab, and Nasus is pushing up top lane. Back to me. Again, trading. Dash in. Use her flash and her rejuvenate. Or heal, whatever it's called. I thought that was a pretty good trade there. And like I said, this is my first game, and you can check my history and see. I got U.GG and Porofessor. I was very proud of this, and you'll see why I'm uploading this replay and another Azir game from a couple of days later after you get a little bit more practice in with him.
First blood.
Why am I not on Azir? There we go. So now, can I see what I purchased and stuff, or how do I pull up all that? Tab. So yeah, now I've got Corrupting Potion. I'm one of those people, I almost always buy a Corrupting Potion. I don't know why. And Control Ward, still have Dorian's Ring. I wish I could just keep locked on myself. So anyway, bot lane. For some reason, Morg should not be there. Yet she is, and that wasn't really worth trading for. She dropped a ward there. I'm taking a little bit too much poke there. I shouldn't have been standing up that. I should have just drug him under tower, but I was trying to save as many wards, as many creeps as I could. Again, I'm not a mid laner. I played mostly support. That's the only thing I ever have a lot of win rate. Senna is my best character alongside Morgana, Lux, and Sona. Those are my best. And Seraphine. I'm really good with Seraphine and Nico. That's my main champ pull in the support role. I've only ever gotten one pentakill before this match, and that was with Tryndamere in the top lane earlier this season. And I've been playing this game since about 2016. So I managed to escape there, almost. I shouldn't have turned there. That was my mistake. I should have just kept going, and I screwed up. So now I take this time, I get another control ward, and I get Amplifying Tome. And then I go right back into the fray. Lee becomes a problem for me, not because he's really difficult or really good at killing me. He just is, he camps out middle lane and just pretty much steals most of her creeps and XP. I think, honestly, he's the reason that she wasn't more of a problem for me than she already was. And as you can see, she's got 16, I've got 34, so she was really behind on her creep score, mostly because he kept stealing some creeps. Almost every 2 or 3 minutes he'd come to mid lane. See, I also have problems, because I've mentioned before I have problems with my eye. Seeing with my left eye, it still gives me some problems. There's Lee. I managed to get his flash there. And almost managed to get Kale there. And see, instead of backing like he should, because he's not really getting anything but XP, he just sort of stays in mid lane for a while instead of trying to get away. Yeah, see, he's just right there just chilling for some reason. I'm sorry this isn't the best commentary, where, like I said, I've never done post-game stuff before. This is one of my best matches I think I've ever done. See, he just comes for that. He doesn't even get a lot of creeps. He just pokes me a little bit, and it costs him more than he gains. He gets a level up out of it to 3. He's way behind. My Warwick is already at 5, so he's leeching XP, I guess, in an attempt to catch up, but it's slowing him down. He had his jungle camps up. He would have been better off going to his jungle camps. Bot lane has got a Quinn for some reason on their side. I don't know. Quinn is a top laner. She's not a bot. She just can't do bot lane very well. And I played quite a bit of Quinn top. She's one of the only ranged top laners I can actually see because she really has no purpose in anything else. Maybe she could do jungle, but I mean, I don't think she's been a jungle main in a long time. See, that was another mistake. I didn't quite get the... I should have summoned my soldier there. That was my mistake. Luckily, Warwick, I believe, is able to clean her up. I don't know if he does or doesn't, though. No, he doesn't get away with it, unfortunately. Bot lane's having some trouble. They're a little bit pushed up here. Kale is chasing. Mord is doing pretty good. He's taking some plate. Well, he almost got a plate there, but he almost got himself killed. Man, very close. I'm back in the fray. About to get a gank on bot lane in a few seconds after he goes the long way for some reason. Kale's doing some tower poke, getting some good tower poke in. She gets plate, but I'm at least there to catch up enough XP. She's a level ahead at this point, but I'm still way ahead on creep score than she is. And she's only got Noon Quiver and Dorian's Blade. I'm actually ahead on items too, with 2 Amplifying Tomes, Dorian Ring, and I have better sustain than she does in lane because of my Corrupting Potion. And if you're wondering why I'm having a hard time telling which team is which, I use colorblind features in spectator mode, and I don't know why it's not on in spectator mode. But, so that normally my health bar is just yellow, so I apologize if I'm making some mistakes here. Okay, we go to bot lane, they're holding the line, and I get away. Not very interesting at this point. It's mostly the last 30 minutes-ish, 30-minute mark to the 35-minute mark where this game gets exciting. I don't know why. I just decided to stop and stand there. I think I was afraid that Lee was somewhere through here. I don't know if you can see my mouse. I sometimes have that turned off. But I thought he was somewhere through here, and so I think I backed off for that reason. Kale destroyed my ward. For some reason, Quinn thinks she can defend that when she can barely hold her lane when they're like that. I'm still... Oh, I remember I chatted to Warwick and said I don't think I could take Kale in a 1v1. And so I'm going to farm under tower unless he comes over here to ping me if he's coming. And then I'll get a little bit more aggressive. So Lee took out Mord, but Mord was able to get Nasus. And Warwick is on his way for the cleanup. I don't know why he was pinging for assist because there's nothing that could be done there. I come over that way thinking that Warwick was needing help. I thought he was going to route him into the river, but he didn't. So I'm on my way back, drop to ward, and Warwick signals he's on his way, so I start getting a little bit more aggressive there. Again, that time I did the Shurima shuffle on purpose. I was trying to get him routed. She ulted stupidly. But she's able to flash and get out, unfortunately. Quinn is still down bot lane. She's chasing the Morgana, but she manages to get away. And then I decide to stay for plate, and then I decide it might not be such a safe idea, so I try to be cautious and just get that one plate and then get out of dodge. I can't really make up my mind, is the problem, because I don't want to lose XP, because she's already... in my mind, ahead of me, but realistically, I should have been checking the items better, because she still only got Noon Quiver and Dorian's, and I'm ahead in terms of items and everything else. And now finally Warwick was able to catch the kill, but unfortunately he didn't make it. Sin comes back and just stays there for quite a while, just blocking lane, or maybe, yeah, he stays. I don't know why he stays. He could have gone to defend. Well, yeah, he finally heads off, but I just could have swore I saw him come back to it 3 more times. So now, at this point, I got Sword Shoes, and another control ward, and I'm ready to jump back into the fray. Morgana and Severe get flashed on by Quinn, but that was a damn good route right there. And the shield, man, that Morg is actually playing really good. Warwick is going to help top lane. Do they get him? No, he backs off. Kale's missing on my side. I think I'm getting into the idea of this spectating stuff now. Warwick says he's coming to Dragon. We have no vision on it, but or do we? Yeah, we do have vision on it. I'm so used to red being enemy colors. I get some poke in on her, a little bit slow.
Unstoppable.
Quinn and Lee managed to take out bot lane. I'm having a little difficulty here. Managed to knock her back and escape at very, very low health. I don't know why our Morgana went Luden's Tempest. Normally when I play Morgana, I go Liandry's. That's just, to me, the best possible item, you know, for support. I don't know why you'd ever go Luden's, realistically. The only other thing you'd go is like Everfrost or maybe Imperial. I managed to get my teleport upgrade to Unleash teleport. Still just trying to stay back and clear as best as I can. Get a little poke in there, and then try. That time I managed to use my E the correct way to avoid getting killed there. Severe is rooted by the Morg. Unfortunately, yeah, I'm glad she didn't chase that because that is asking to be killed without her support there. And she gets rooted again. Both Morgs are actually playing very well there. Top lane's pushing up. Kale's pushing mid lane. I'm not able to get there in time. She's going to get some turret damage in. I don't think she kills the turret here, though. She may. Looks like I might get there in time. Yes, I do. Now I'm starting to get the groove of the soldiers. You could probably tell I have no idea how to use them, and I'm still not the best here, but I'm understanding how they move and stuff now and how to position them better. Kale's at 11 now. She's starting to actually become a major problem. I don't know why I thought I could duel her there. I managed to flash out of her ult. And then she's gone. Quinn gets another kill again. Nasus is pushing up top. Okay, Kale's looking to engage me here. Quinn's over there. She's coming my way. Okay, I start to head towards Dragon to back them up. Quinn goes after Warwick and almost gets the pick. Unfortunately, by the time I get there, I can't do much to help clean up, so I just wasted my time. But I head back towards Kale, ready for a fight. Mord's having a tough time up top, but Warwick is able to finally help me get a good pick. Unfortunately, she heals out of it. Well, it's not a pick then, and then I die. So, at this point, how many deaths have I got? That's my third death. I've not got any kills or assists, but I did manage to get Lost Chapter. So now, Kale's pushing up. She's probably going to get tower here. Bot lane, Severe is constantly getting low health. Mord is on his way. And so she doesn't get tower this time. Or at least she doesn't herself. I don't think the minions get it. No, Mord saves it. Warwick's coming up for a pick. And they manage to finally pin her down by the time I get there. Lee's still, for some reason, just chilling around mid-tower. I don't know why he's doing that. He is... What level is Warwick at this point? Warwick is 10. He is 4 levels down on my jungler. 3 now. But he's defending that mid lane tower. I will give him that. Mord and Warwick close in on the Morgana. And they manage to get the Quinn. Nasus is trying to make a push. He's just slow pushing that, trying to stack his Q probably. And for some reason, again, Lee Sin's decided he's got nothing better to do than stay here. I poke him out a little bit. He can't afford to keep staying there because it's just killing him. I use my sweeper, start trying to scan. Apparently she pinged for assistance on me. It's hard for anybody to assist you when your jungler is that low health, because he stands there all day. They're closing in on Nasus up top. Warwick flash for him. Mordekaiser ulted him.
Shut down.
Kayle is missing. There she is. She's just standing back while I clear the wave a little bit. Quinn's is again getting a good pick on Severe. Me and Kayle are going for another trade here. I'm losing that fight because it's a Kayle. I managed to ult enough to get out of the thing. Morg tries to save me there, but unfortunately doesn't get the Q. She does manage to get a good E on Warwick, and he gets the pick. Morg is going to help me take mid-turn. This was very good for us. Here comes Lee. I managed to dodge that rather well, in my opinion. And then Nasus is here. Did my best to help try to clear this wave as best as I could and get as much poke in as I could. At this point, I'm sitting at 3-3. Nasus is there, so is Quinn. We both start to bug out there, but Warwick stays. Unfortunately, he gets taken out, but Morg does get a pick there as well, so it's a decent one-for-one trade. Severe is still playing kind of recklessly. She's going in without her wave there. Cloud Drake's about to spawn. Morg decides to stay and kind of defend mid lane for a second. I don't know why I decided not to back. I think I was waiting for something here. Almost got that Q. That was almost a really good Q. Lee is bot. That Morg is overstaying her welcome. She's trying to bait, I guess. Okay, now I finally... Oh, I got the Raptors so I could get my item, I think, finished, which was Ludens in this case. Yeah, got Ludens. Refilled my Corruption Potion. And got another Control Ward, and off I trot. Quinn's got another pick. Warwick completely missed that. Lee is still, for some reason, not... I don't know if this guy never played jungle before, but he's not doing a good job. He gets taken out as Warwick manages to get a double. Just shy of the triple here, unfortunately. Morg and Nasus are going at it. Morg used her heal there. Nasus caught and Morg ult. I guess I backed for something. I didn't even know I took damage. Got myself a amplifying tome and I'm heading for Dragon. They're doing a good job taking it out. Of course Mort is. He's got Sunfire Aegis. I come in with my soldiers and help burst it down fairly quickly. And then we take out the Scuttle, which I managed to get the Scuttle. Quinn's there, but luckily I get away. Here's Morg. She's got her spell shield on her, which is going to wear out. And she ghosted, apparently. Kayle and Quinn are both mid. They're going for the tower. Morg's getting bursted by that Lee, but he manages to get away. Severe almost got herself killed there. I guess she popped her ult. Now, I'm defending mid lane. Morg made it here too. I think I backed and just came that way. I think she walked through. That Kayle's good about signaling. So Kayle's bot lane, Nasus is top. I go bot. I should have just stayed right there. I don't know why I didn't. And attacked middle tower. But there's a team fight here, so I finally try to make up for the fact I haven't been very helpful. And I get the pick on Morgana. So I finally got a kill here. I got 2 kills. I didn't even notice when I got the other one. And then Warwick cleans up Lee. But Quinn and Nasus are wrecking bot lane, so I back. I think I'm the only one who backs. Yeah, I'm the only one who backs there. For some reason, Mordekaiser waits. So I catch up to Nasus, who slows me. Managed to get away from that pretty well. Then I go back, I think, to complete an item. Yeah, at this point I have Hex Tech Alternator. Quinn's still there, being chased. She's in Mordor. She screwed up her flash. We all have done it. Okay, I'm fighting Nasus with Severe. 3 Shirimans in battle. She gets taken out, but the turret shot gets me the kill on Nasus. And I flashed for nothing there because I didn't think he'd make it. So now, I don't think I get any items here. I think I'm just healing. I still have... Now I got a 300 gold bounty, 3, 3, and 4. I'm starting to make up a little bit. I've at least got an even KDA. Taking out some of the minions around our turrets here. Team's wanting to go towards Baron. I'm pushing up top lane. Okay, there's team fight about to go on mid lane. The Morganas are trading. That was a good... Man, they're both playing pretty well here. Although Morgana is a pretty easy, straightforward champ. Got the Kale there, or the Root. Here I come. Managed to get my Ludens off. We got the assist. Now we're pushing mid lane. I think this time I do stay to push, or... Yeah, I stay to push with Morg. Quinn comes in and kind of starts trying to make it a little difficult. I don't know why I resurrected that tower. I think because I was thinking that somebody might come from the sides. So I was trying to protect us. Yeah, we get caught out by Lee. I ult him and try to get away as quickly as I can. And it was a good thing I did that because Quinn keeps taking multiple tower shots. Not that they kill her, but it's enough to get her to back off of us there. Lee goes in stupidly and I get the kill.
Rampage.
So now I still have 300 gold bounty. And 4, 3, and 5. Their Morg is there, so is their Quinn. So we back off. Morgana's in a rough shape. Shouldn't have done that. If that Morg had got that there, then I would have been in bad shape. Her spell immune saved her from a lot of poke there, and her and Kale look like they're going to get me. That Morg saved my life right there, or else I would have been picked. I wish they wouldn't make the passive so long on Azir, because it does so little damage realistically. It should be maybe 2 minutes, and that's it, because it ain't like by the time you can use it effectively when the towers go down, it's going to mean that much. So at this point, my shutdown is at 450. Mord's is at 700, and Morgana is at 300. So we're all high-value targets at this point. Drag is about to spawn. And Morg and Kale are pushing up. I go after the Morg. Get a pick, finally. Warwick's going after the Kale. I don't know where the heck I went. I backed up for some reason. Kale is doing quite a bit of damage. She ults, trying to preserve her life as long as she can. I start going in on the Nasus as best as I can. And I get Nasus. Mord's already waiting for us at Dragon. And finally I get over there. And this time we burst down that Dragon extremely quickly. He should have done started it though. At this point I'm scaling really well. And Mord has got Sunfire and he's doing a lot of damage. So that thing just goes down without much resistance. Got Shadow Flame already. Got Sork Shoes. Realistically, I think Shadow Flame was a good pick this game, but I should have started going for a Nashor's Tooth. I didn't think about that at the time, and it wasn't in my recommended items, so I didn't bother. Again, trying to clear minions around the top lane tower. Morg is getting chased by Morg, but it looks like she's going to be okay there. Our minions are pushing up bot lane, so it looks like Lee's probably going for Scuttle and then them. Morg's going after Morgana. I'm back at base again. I got stopwatch, which I don't think I ever used this game. I'm bad about using actives. Okay, Warwick is chasing. I try to help cut him off here. He misses, but so Lee misses the flash as well. Then the plant explodes perfectly so that we can get through. I lost sight of him, but there's Quinn, so I back up. There he is. And he flashed, got the kill. Quinn is missing now, but there she is. She was in a bush. She's flying away. Kale versus Mordekaiser in mid lane. Mord backs off. I'm coming up trying to flank so we can maybe get the pick, but there's Morgana. I go in. She ults out of the way. So I wasted we both kind of burned our ults there, but she's caught in Mord's ult, so she's gone now. He goes after Morgana. I'm fighting the Nasus. My flash doesn't really do much to help me there. I'm getting badly beat here. I don't think Mord's going to be able to save me. Unfortunately, he doesn't, so that's a big shutdown goal for Nasus. But I do believe he does get to clean up on him here. So now I'm 6-4-10. Okay, we're regrouping. I think we might be getting ready to go towards Baron. Lee is clearing out the mid lane. The rest of the team must still be at base or recovering. Yeah, most of the team is still on death timers. At this point, I get Fiendish Codex going, and I sell off my Corrupted Pot. Yep, we're all heading there. If I'm not mistaken, Mord puts up a ward and I teleport in. Yeah, she puts up a ward, I teleport in. Severe is fighting Morg in top lane. Here I come. They mostly burned it down at that point. So here I come trying to get the flank. They saw the tower up and the whole team just slaughtered Severe, unfortunately. We take the tower because Warwick's tanking it. Mord is holding his own surprisingly well. I get the pick on Kale finally and get the assist on Morgana. Nasus is heading mid lane and doing some massive damage to that tower with just a couple of hits. But luckily Mord is there. He still gets the tower, but he's punished for it. Okay, I'm chasing after the Quinn here, and I burned my stopwatch by accident because I thought she's going to turn on me there. But I made the mistake. Luckily, it looks like our Warwick might be able to catch her. No, he ain't, unfortunately. I screwed up there. If I hadn't done that, I might have been able to catch her. But that was my bad. Like I said, mostly I'm a support main, and I'm not very good with actives. I'm currently bronze 2 at the moment. Because like I said, but some of that is my fault, some of it is not my fault. I don't know why. I played this game on and off since 2016. And I've never seen as many bots, especially anti-bots, as recently. Infernal Drake's about to spawn in 40 seconds. Morg is kind of doing a pretty decent job of kind of holding them in mid lane for a minute. She's got Baron and she's pushing, and so they're having a little bit harder time clearing. Warwick backs. I go mid, try to help her push. Lee Sin is in bot lane. I managed to get the kill on Morg. He ulted Nasus, so Nasus is stuck. He flashes to catch up to him. Manages to get the kill, probably with Sunfire. Kale is still trying to hold us off, but at this point, I'm scaling pretty well. She ults. I missed that really badly there. We took up the inhib. I back off so we can head towards Dragon. with the rest of the team eventually catching up to me. I should have just came there and E'd over the wall. I didn't know at that point you could really E over the wall very easily. Between me and Warwick, our soldiers managed to get it. I back. At this point, let's see what we get. We get Zanya's Hourglass and a Blighting Jewel. So Morg is still kind of holding them up top. Warwick's coming to join her. Severe and Mord are pushing bot lane. So far, this is pretty good in our favor. We still managed to have a massive creep score advantage over Kale by about 22. That might not seem like much, but I never was behind in creep score. I summoned my tower, helped give me a little bit of protection, ult him back into the tower. Lee Sin is becoming a problem. For once, I Hourglass appropriately, but it still doesn't help. But it does get Mordekaiser a kill. This man's a beast. He manages to get a good triple kill here, so it was worth my death. This guy was really good. Him and Morg were really helping lead the team in this battle. I had better teammates in normals than I do in ranked games. And man, he got a quadra too. So him and Severe are pushing mid lane up. Warwick and Morg are pushing bot lane up. Looks like this is going to be it. 17 seconds till I respawn. They're all out. But Lee's coming back up with Kale and Morg coming close behind him. Apparently, Morg disconnected. Lee manages to kind of get him off of it, and Warwick misses, which is not good for him. Lee goes in. They don't trade very well. Kale managed to get a pick on Morg, but I'm there now. I managed to get a kill on Lee. I rush in. I get the pick on Morg, get the pick on Quinn. Get the pick on Kale. And I get the pick on Nasus for a pentakill. My second ever pentakill to end the game. I don't think that we would have lost there even if I hadn't got that. But that was a very special thing for me. That was my second pentakill, my first ever game on Azir. And then you'll see a similar match. It's still a normals match, but a couple of days later, once I get a little bit more experience on the champ with a few more games under my belt. I'll see you guys in part 2 in just a minute. Hello everybody, welcome to part 2 of my Azir League of Legends video. Episode 1 of League of Legends. I don't know what I'm going to call this. I don't know how many of these I'm going to do, just sort of when I feel like it. And maybe I'll do a couple of live games. But at the moment, this is about 5 or 6 games later. I lost one ranked game when I was using Comet. I don't recommend Comet. This time I'm using the World's Chroma from the event. Just wanted to switch it up a little bit here. We are going up against Nunu, Lux, Galio, Caitlyn, and Ornn.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
Let me pull up my items here. Still running 2 health pots, Dorian's Ring. Can I pull up just my... Still running... I went back after trying... I tried last shot, or whatever it's called. The one that you get extra gold. It wasn't much good. Conquer is what I think is the best rune for Azir at the moment. I don't like Comet. I felt like I was doing nothing with Comet. Some people say Airy, but I don't know. But Conquer is the best. Transcendence, Mana Flow Ban, Alacrity, Coup de Grace, Presence of Mind. So I'm just standing here because he pinged for help, and I put the ward there. I just wanted to make sure that nothing was going to happen. And then once minions were about to come up, I was there. Because I could Q over the wall and help him if he needed help bursting it down quick enough. But I saw Galio for a second, I think on ward. Or I think I just saw my minions coming. So here comes Galio. Tried to stay out of his way. I know that he's a problem for mages, and that's sort of his whole thing, so I was worried that he was going to be a problem for me. But he was much easier to deal with than Kale, believe it or not. That hurts, because it does health damage, and so trying to learn to stay out of that was a little difficult for me. So just the standard game at first. Lux and Nico, or Jinx and Nico were kind of taking a little bit too much damage in bot lane. Fairly decent trades here. Set and was taking some damage from Ornn, which I think this Ornn was a much better player than our Set. Man, he's almost dead already. He flashed out. Did he use, what was his, yeah, he just flashed out. So I've actually managed to do more damage to Galio than he has to me, but I also have pots ticking, as you can see. I'm learning to avoid that Q of his better. And I've learned to let the minions cross over each other a little bit better, so you have a little bit better view. Nunu comes up, and I'm seeing him coming, so I'm getting the heck out of dodge. Luckily, his snowball goes off without hurting me. I don't think Nunu ever gets a successful gank on me. I'm pinging that jungle's here, and then he heads off towards his raptors. Jinx and Nico are both taking some damage. Nico does get the root, but Lux heals, and that's a pick on Nico. I'm dealing with the minions mid lane. Caitlyn's backing off a little bit. And I pinged that I didn't see Galio, and he was just out of range. I didn't know if he was backing or if he was heading to help bot lane or what. Again, just nothing really major going on. Nico's on her way back. Set is kind of pulling a risky move. If I was that low of health in top lane, I wouldn't be doing that because I would know he has teleport, and he does have the good sense to back away at least. I got ignited and managed to survive that, but I'm really low in health, and I'm greedy for staying, but I have one pot ticking down. So I thought I could at least try to clear the wave from a relatively safe distance. He misses his Q on me. So far, in terms of creep score, Galio is ahead on creep score because he's been doing a good job of making me have to stay back. He pulls a stupid move here. He flashed and tried to taunt me out. And this time I used the E shield to save my life, and the tower shot manages to take him out. I was very proud of that play. That was a badass play on my part, I thought. Especially because this is only about 4 to 6 games, I think, on Azir. I think this is game 4 with Azir. I haven't been playing good. My favorite champion would have to be Senna or Swain and stuff like that, is like the ones I like. Mostly I like Senna because she's like a really good late game scaler, and I don't know why, but the difficult mechanics of Azir managed to appeal to me, and I like how it's about learning to position. I think he's helping me become a much better player because I'm learning how to position better. Like, I knew that soldier was there, and I purposely wanted to bring him as close as he could to the bottom half of my tower so I could shoot back up, and if he chased me, he'd kill himself. So there goes Nunu into the river. He's heading towards Drag. I think, yeah, he placed a ward there, or they placed a ward there. I keep trying to ping them that they're coming because they don't seem to be listening too well about that. And in fact, Nico almost gets herself killed there. Galio's on his way. I don't know if I pinged. Yeah, I just now pinged that he's missing. So Galio's coming. I'm not giving up my wave, especially the cannon minion. So I clear the wave, and then I try to head over there and help. I lay down control ward. Set manages to get the pick on Ornn. Nico gets the pick on Lux. It looks like they're doing pretty good. Trundle's in. Unfortunately, the taunt manages to save Galio's life there, even with a flash. And then he finally manages to get him. But he survived, well, much longer than they should have. Ignite on Caitlyn. She manages to get away. I thought for a brief second I could get her. And if I had summoned that second soldier, I might have been able to pick her there. So anyway, I'm heading back to mid lane. Nunu is bot side. Galio's heading in. Ornn is heading in on set. playing very passively, but he's playing very well. I thought he did a pretty decent job for their team. Creep score, I'm ahead of Galio by 10 now. Okay, Nunu again tries to get me, but the minions saved my life because I was able to run away. I'm learning to keep my E not as an engage tool, but more as an escape tool. And I primarily use it just to escape. I get taunted out there, and then I just ult for safety because I didn't know if Nunu was coming back. And again, Nunu tends to hang around me, but he never really seems to succeed. Get some poke in on Galio. At this point, I'd have Corrupting Pot and Amplifying Tome. Nunu is at drag, and I ping that he's at drag because the ward's there. I think that's actually, yeah, that's my ward. Nico's kind of injured. She's not doing as well as the Lux is. Caitlyn is behind Jinx, though. Galio's heading over to assist Nunu, and I've been signaling that. I'm again not giving up my wave for a suicide mission, try to save that drag. Looks like Trundle is heading that way, so... But I think it's already too late at this point. He does manage to almost get the steal, but unfortunately he doesn't. I should have gone in to help him, that was my bad. I was too focused on the wave. Galio wastes his ult there, because that didn't really help him. Trundle's holding his own quite well. I managed to get the Q off and kill Galio, but he gets Trundle, and Nunu gets away. So I clean up, but unfortunately I'm not able to help him there. Me and Nico get Scuttle Crab just to kind of help us out, and that gives Jinx an opportunity to get some farm on her own before Nico can get back. Set is finally going to get plate here, and I'm taking out minions here again. Much better minion score, but it's cost me. I got 2 kills, 0 deaths so far. Ornn almost lost his tower there. He's got 1 plate left. Set's starting to pick up from his kind of early blunders there. Again, I get away. Galio's starting to catch up a little bit, but he's still way behind on creeps. Because all I'm doing pretty much is power farming. Nunu is topside at Gromp. Caitlyn should have backed away there. I don't know what she was thinking she could do here. That was a suicide mission. I think she might have just gave her that. Trundle comes mid. Unfortunately, Galio flashes, so he doesn't get nothing out of that. Ornn is heading my way, which surprised me because I didn't think he would come for me. I don't know what his thinking was here. But he just backs away. Lux and Nunu are pushing bot. I teleport back into mid lane. At this point, I got Sork Shoes and Fiendish Codex. And I ended up missing 2 creeps there. But again, still very much ahead. Nunu is bot, and he's starting to really become a problem for our bot lane. Just mostly because he's keeping them pushed hard. He's not really getting a gank, but he's making sure that they're staying under that tower and applying some good pressure. Ornn almost got a pick on Sep there. He manages to get away. Nunu's heading my way. I don't think he quite knows where he wants to go yet. Again, still just playing a creep game up here, trying my best to keep my score up. At this point, I'm almost 20 ahead. Because of Galio's dash, I managed to miss my positioning a little bit on my soldiers. But for some reason, he stupidly walks back into him and almost gets himself killed there. Because they have Ornn, Galio, and Nunu, instead of going for Leandries, this game I was going to go... I mean, instead of going for Ludens, I was going for Leandries. I don't know what that wall was supposed to be there. It didn't really help much. If anything, it might have just canceled that, so maybe it did save me there. I got the plate, and then I'm not trying to be greedy. I'm trying to stay back enough to protect myself. Trundle gets the pick on Nunu. And then Caitlyn is there. He's playing a little risky. Galio's on his way. But Trundle manages to be smart enough to get out of that situation. And Galio's on his way back. Trying my best to blow this plate here as quickly as I can. I was willing to take some tower damage if I had to, but I get taunted there. Still manage to get away with just taking a little tower damage. Galio was trying to back, so I figured I'd stay. I'm kind of forcing him to stay, too. He's heading top lane. That's a rough... Realistically, yeah, he ults in. Galio didn't... I mean, Set didn't really have much of a chance there. That Ornn did a good job. He baited out good. I take a tower shot, but I get another plate, and now I'm not trying to be greedy because I didn't know at this point where Galio was. So, try to hide and get myself backed up. At this point, get myself Sapphire Crystal. Nunu heads mid lane again just to take a few creeps. I think he was heading for Dragon, but Trundle's very good map awareness helps root him out. He's forced to kind of run back there. Galio comes in trying to save him, gets that taunt. I'm slowly trying to make my way to him. I signal that, and he flashes under a tower to save himself. Ornn signals for help, getting Galio and Nunu heading off, but Lux is here. Caitlyn's pushing bot. Set manages to get the tower, but he's low on health, and he got ulted there. Nunu's on his way. This Ornn is playing well. He signals, and he stays in, and he trusts that his jungler will come. I don't know if they were in a duo, but he's playing very well with his jungler. I get taunted, but I shouldn't have stood in that as long as I did, but I figured I'd be okay. I managed to get him at very low health. I sold off my Dorian's ring, apparently, for Lost Chapter. Trundle got Ornn, I think. Who did he get? I don't know. I think he got Nunu, and then they got him. I'm dealing some tower damage. I'm taunted. I'm not looking good, but I ult and get myself out of there. I'm learning to use my E and my R more as an escape tool until later in the game, when then I'm doing more damage. Jinx managed to get a tower there, and she's heading towards Drag. I'm still holding mid lane. We're about even in terms of health, but because of my massive creep score advantage, I have an item advantage over him, and so he's not very smart attacking me like he is. But Caitlyn was there and got the R off on me, but Jinx got the kill. So at this point, I am... Where am I? I'm 2-1-1, doing pretty decent in my opinion. I wasn't expecting that Caitlyn R. That kind of threw me. But luckily Jinx and Nico are there. Nico missed that. I always use my W as a speed up before I E like that. Good trade. And, oh, so close. Oh, she flashes for it. Oh, that was a damn good play right there. Set's pushing top. Galio's on his way top, it looks like. Nico is trying to kind of help keep mid-even while Trundle takes drag. At this point, I was heading out, and then I come back. Not sure what I'm waiting to buy here. I think I was waiting to finish Leandries, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, finish Leandries. Because, like I said, they got Galio building health. They got Ornn with Sunfire, and then they got Nunu with Sunfire, so they got 3 tanks on their team. And so realistically, Leandries wouldn't burst them down quick enough. I mean, Leandries was the better play here. And see, you can already see that burn damage starting to tick away at his health much better and much effective. He's stupid enough to walk right into that. I dash in. Oh, Jinx gets the kill. But now here comes Ornn. Getting bursted down by Jinx, and I managed to get the kill with the Q. Now, tower's almost gone. 4 of us are pushing it. But here comes Nunu. Set goes in hard, but then decides to back up. Unfortunately, he gets caught out, gets R'd by Lux, but he got his shield there. He managed to survive with that just barely. And Jinx got another kill. This Jinx is playing very well.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
I'm a little injured, but I've got full mana. Caitlyn's taking tower at bot lane, and so I just decided to back off. I got my teleport ready so I could head back either there or top lane, push out that. Whatever I needed to do, I was ready for it. How long is this match? It's not that long. It's almost over. So now, got Hextech Alternator. Help me burn them and get a little bit of health at the same time. Galio was getting ready to ult in. Set's managing to hold his own very well. That ult especially, but unfortunately, he gets ulted and he still survives that. Here I come. I see Lux there, so I start to back off. I didn't know she had ulted. I managed to stall her just long enough for that really good Jinxar. Ornn is there. I'm heading back mid, do as much damage as I can and try to press. He's starting to back, and he gets away, unfortunately. He teleports. So once again, I'm pushing mid. Trundle's doing a pretty good job of distracting them while we take mid. I decided to resurrect the tower just in case they try to rout us. We have a safe place there. He ults, but Nico gets the kill, and unfortunately this angered me at the moment. Trundle could have survived if he protected me from the Caitlyn R, but he ran away and got me killed there. But I don't know if I don't think he did it intentionally, so I don't blame him. At this point, I'm 3-2-5, 108 creep score. I'm 50 up on Galio, 54 to be precise. Rift Herald's still alive. Galio purchased Rocket Belt. I get me a control ward. I don't think I get any other items here, but I might be wrong. Caitlyn's pushing mid. And Jinx was trying to stop that from happening, but unfortunately she didn't get it. She should have just came mid, it would have been more profitable. She does manage to get mid though. And kind of helps save a little bit of the tower, not much of it, but it's still standing, so we got a tower. At this point, I haven't got any other items yet. There's 4 mid lane. Ornn's trying to push back top lane a little bit, and Caitlyn is backing probably for an item. Trundle is pushing top lane, and so Caitlyn's heading there. So is Galio. Me and Nico and Set are pushing mid lane. Realistically, I should have went to help Trundle. The man is doing a fantastic job, but if he hadn't gotten ulted there, he would have got the pick. But Jinx gets it and cleans it up, because she's really good with that R. Okay, me and Nico are waiting here to see if we could get anything. Drag is up. She's clearing the wolves. I get a little poke on the Jinx. Jinx gets a slow, or on the Lux. Jinx gets a slow on Nunu. It's kind of hectic here. She gets the root on Lux, but she misses the ult, unfortunately, and gets ulted. She manages to survive with a really good flash and with my R. She got a double kill there. That Jinx is insanely good. She's 11-3. Yeah, me and Nico are headed for drag. Our jungler is topside, so they wouldn't be expecting this. And I have enough damage to take care of it. Caitlyn was bot, and I knew she'd get the tower. But I can take this dragon myself. I have enough health with my corrupting pots and all that. And the extra attack speed from my soldiers. Nico is trying her best to help without getting herself killed. I would have been fine either way. And ultimately she gets the kill, but it doesn't matter. We got it. And they're coming. They missed me by just a hair's breadth. And so I get a needlessly large rod so I can get Shadow Flame. With the team almost all in mid lane, I thought they was going to make a push for Herald, which would be stupid, but I thought maybe I could clean up a kill or two or maybe distract them off of it. Push them off mid lane once again. Lux is there. But Jinx is here, and she's been the MVP of this team so far. Our bot lane in general has been... Nico's made a few mistakes, but she's been doing pretty good. I discovered that my ult can knock him out of his ult, so I use it there. For once, Jinx actually manages to miss, unfortunately. But she's played good the whole game, so it doesn't bother me. Again, I create my tower there just in case. That was a mistake. I am human, I made a mistake. And I got taunted, so that screwed me over as well. Now I'm going to take a sip of water, my throat's drying out doing this. The tower ain't good for much. It's enough to essentially distract those minions and get me a little bit of gold from the kills.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
Ornn is pushing our bot lane.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
At this point, our Set is having a little bit of difficulty with him. Set is building Stride Break into Blade of the Ruined King. Ornn is just a beast of a tank, and he's more focused on taking the inhib than his own life until this part. He gets flashed, and I managed to get the kill because I did not think Set was going to survive there. Or he gets ignited, I mean. At this point, I got my Shadow Flame. So now I'm doing about 1,000 burn damage in total to enemy champions, and I get my Shadow Flame, which has the Cinder Bloom effect, which gives me extra penetration, and if they're shielded, then I gain a little extra, which Galio, I believe, gets a shield on his W. I'm not sure about Ornn, and I know that because of the Lux, they'll get shields, so I thought I'd get some good value out of that. I didn't want to trigger Baron because you get a debuff. I don't know if you know this. Yeah, you get 50% reduced damage, so I was letting him tank it because I'm the DPS of the team, and I was burning that thing down as quick as I could. I get an extra 50% attack speed when I have all 3 of my soldiers up. I just decided to back here. I don't know if it was for an... Yeah, it was for a dagger. I think I sell off my pot so I can get recurve bow for the on-hit and the attack speed. They're all bot lane. It looks like, or mid lane, they're going to take mid tower here pretty easily, I'd say. Nico's doing her best to hold the line. She does a good job. She managed to get a double stun there. And forces a bad ult there. Jinx hits a good shot there. Nico gets a root. Unfortunately, she gets killed before she can get anything there. Jinx trying to defend mid lane. Set and me managed to take turret here. And then I get Nunu from the burn, I'm guessing, because he was already in the air with Set. Let me back that up 15 seconds so you can see that a little easier there. See, here he comes. He gets stunned by Set out of his ult. We dodged Lux's ult. Caitlyn, I don't know what she thought she could do there, but she just gets cued out of existence there.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
Here we come, trying to take out the inhib. Trundle's doing a good job trying to handle... Yeah, he got that inhib, so do we get ours. I'm dealing with the creeps. Set's taking a bit of damage, and Lux looks like she thinks she can get a pick here. I get the middle inhib, and then I'm looking for a pick on Galio, which I managed to get with my ult. Lux is still there. She gets a good hit off on me. I almost think about backing, but then I see Nunu here, and I managed to flash out of his way. I thought I was going to die here, but I managed to get the kill. There's Ornn. Set's taking a lot of damage from the Ornn, so I Q in there. We both managed to survive because of his grit passive. Caitlyn's there. I'm low on health, and then I get taken out here, unfortunately. I should have just ran the other way. We both made mistakes there. I get my Nashor's Tooth, finally. So I'm dealing on hit, an extra 73, 100 ability power, plus 50 for attack speed. Leandries has done 1,400 burn damage, and Shadow Flame has done an extra 700. And so I'm doing okay. I've got my... Oh no, my teleport is down, because I used it here. So there's a bit of downtime. They're trying to defend, but all three of their inhibs are open, and they've lost a tower here. We got the dragon. I don't think we had soul at this point. No, we didn't have soul at this point. But we did have ability haste and attack speed. These Hextech dragons were good for me. So Nico is heading up, and Trundle is not too far behind her. Jinx is heading top lane. Well, top lane mid. She had the option to go either one. She picked mid. I'm on my way, slowly but surely, planting some wards. And then I can't make up my mind either. I decide to go top since it's open. I figure even if they kill my whole team here, I can sneak it. Nunu manages to get the kill on Jinx, or get the assist. I come in. I get the kill on Nunu. Get the ult in. I get the kill on Caitlyn. Get the kill on Ornn. Get the kill on Lux. Galio thinks that he can distract me here, which is a good idea. He knows he can't win, I don't think, but it gets close. And then I get the Penta there. And so there you go. I hope you guys enjoyed watching a couple of Pentakills. These were just normal games. They're nothing special. But it meant a lot to me that this was game 4, or like I said, no more than 6 games on this character, and I managed to get 2 Pentakills within 3 days of playing him. I actually love this champ. He's got the lowest win rate in mid. He's like 43 or 42% win rate, and that's across the board in almost every rank. He's just the lowest, and when I play him in rank, it's the only time I've lost with him so far. But I really love this champion. I don't think that League of Legends has a thing where normal blind pick has a different thing than ranked. I think all the characters are on the same, if they're on the same patch and all that. But he feels so much stronger than he does. Maybe because the teams I've had are just so much better in normals than I've had in ranked. But I really enjoyed playing this character. I know this probably wasn't the most exciting because this wasn't live. I couldn't do it in the moment. But I wanted to share these with you. Maybe I'll either do more of these talking about my plays, or maybe I will play a live game later. But I've really wanted to record this game, and every time it's not gone well. Every time I turn on a recording, I lose. And so maybe I'll just pick out my best plays and try to do it this way. But thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed, and hope you have a fantastic rest of your evening.